Hey guys, how's it going today? Today we're taking a look at yet another keychain light. This is the Lumintop Glow I? Glow I? Glow I? Not sure. It says glow and then the Roman numeral, it's either the Roman numeral 1 or the letter I. So I'm not sure if it's supposed to be Glow 1 or Glow I. Personally, I've been calling it the Glow I. This is my first flashlight from Lumintop. I've not had a flashlight from them before, so I'm not really sure how they are as a company. But overall, this has impressed me. It's got some good versatility to it. We'll go over that in a bit here. But yeah. So this is a really small and compact flashlight. Again, it's kind of stealing a lot of these keychain flashlights. It's USB rechargeable. Unfortunately, this is just micro USB. It's not USB-C. That would have been nice to see here, but micro USB works just fine. So this is also IP68 waterproof. That basically just means that it is totally protected against water and dust. You can completely submerge this flashlight and it would be just fine. This little keychain light does have two very unique features that really stood out to me and initially drew me to this flashlight when I saw it online. First is it has a magnetic tail cap that just detaches from the keychain like that. And then you can stick this this magnet end here to a magnetic surface. It also works as a flat surface to tail stand the light on, so you actually can tail stand this light. And the other interesting feature about this flashlight, which we'll see when I turn this off in a second, is it has this luminescent cap on it, this turbo glow cap that doesn't take a lot to charge up and is really, really cool. I like it a lot. I think it looks super, super cool, but it actually has utility to it as well. So not only does it look cool, but it provides you with a good bit of utility. And I don't know if you saw just there when I put the rear cap back on, is there's some notches in the back of the flashlight so that it goes in very specifically where the cap fits. So it's a good tight fit, and that way because the flashlight is a twist activation light, when you go to twist the flashlight on and off, this rear cap isn't just spinning on you. It's locked into a certain position there. Which segues great into the user interface for this flashlight. You ready for it? That's it. There's only one mode. So you just twist it to turn on, and you twist it to turn off. It is incredibly simple, but it works just fine. So that one mode you're going to get, this mode right here, this is 40 lumens. And one thing I like about this is, no, it's not a ton of light, but keep in mind this is a keychain light. It's just a backup light. This is like your for some reason you lost your main light, or your main light died, or you had to lend it to someone or something like that. This is just a backup light. So 40 lumens is totally adequate for a backup light. Also, it's a very nice floody even beam pattern. It's pretty much all flood. Again, I think that's ideal for the intended purpose of this flashlight. So anyway, so the one mode, the 40 lumens, that will last you for about an hour and 10 minutes. So you'll get 40 lumens for an hour and 10 minutes from this light, and then you need to recharge it. All right guys, got you outside again. We're gonna be taking a look at the Lumintop Glow I now. This thing's only got one mode, just 40 lumens. So let's take a look. All right, so there is the 40 lumens from the Lumintop Glow I. It is basically all flood. There's no discernible hotspot that I can make out at all. It's fairly wide, really good coverage, pretty even throughout. And I would say the color is kind of hard to really get a grip on. It's like it wants to be maybe a cool white, but it has this greenish tinge to it. And I wonder if the greenish tinge is coming from, is that from the LED itself, or is that from the glowing cap? Is that glowing cap somehow coloring the light a little bit green? Here, I'll bring it up in the frame a bit so you can kind of see. There's that glowing cap, and I can't help but wonder if that little bit of greenness is coming from that itself. I think it is, but I don't know for sure. But yeah, so that is the Lumintop Glow I. Only 40 lumens, but it's just a little keychain light, a little backup light, and that is plenty. And I like how it's all flood, you know? I like how it's nice even coverage. All right. Okay, so closing thoughts on the Lumintop Glow I. I love the size and weight of this thing. It is just super tiny, just absolutely compact, disappears on your keys, you totally forget it's there. I like that it's also USB rechargeable. Yeah, would have been great if it was USB-C, but it's USB rechargeable. It has this really, really cool glow cap on it. And yeah, I think it's super neat. You got me. But it also has utility too. It does not take a ton of light to charge this thing. Whatever kind of material they're using on this, in the manual they describe it as turbo glow. It doesn't require a ton of light to charge up, and it glows for a super long time. What's the utility in that, you ask? Well, this is on your keys, right? And if you drop your keys in the dark, you can very easily see where your keys are because this thing will be glowing. Again, it does not take a ton of light to charge up. So even just like walking to and from your car, or if you walk into like, a lit space and your keys are exposed to the light in any way, this will collect a charge from that. And then if you accidentally drop your keys into a dark space, you can very easily see where they are. And I think that's a really cool kind of perk to just having this on your keys. It is being useful to you, not only as a flashlight, but it's just being useful by existing on your keys. That's really cool. I also like the removable magnetic tail cap, so you can stick this to something. You can also tail stand it to use as a room light. Again, I love it when flashlights include that feature. And this not only can tail stand, but it can do more stuff than that because of the magnetic capabilities, which is super, super cool. One thing I was kind of concerned about though, when I got it, was the flashlight coming detached from the key ring. I wasn't sure how strong that magnet was going to be or how well it would hold up to the test of daily life. I've been carrying this on my keys for about a month now, and I gotta say, I'm not worried about that at all anymore. This magnet is super, super strong. I mean, you could probably see when I'm pulling the cap off, like I really have to kind of like get in there and pull it off. It does not want to let go. And it snaps back on super positive. I don't know. It's not even a concern for me anymore. I have no worries about this thing ever popping off my keys because it's a very deliberate action to, sorry about the dog in the background. It's a very deliberate action to detach that. It is extremely easy to use. It's very simple UI. It's not complicated. Twist, turn it on, twist, turn it off. Can't get more simple than that. I do think the light could stand to maybe be a little bit brighter. Maybe have another mode, not a ton of modes, maybe just 2 modes, like a low and a high mode. I think that would be interesting. I think it would be fine if they did a similar UI to a lot of the other twist activation lights where you just turn it off and back on really quick to cycle through the modes. I'm not going to complain about the one mode it has. Again, I think the 40 lumens is totally adequate. If I could see an improvement somewhere, I think that would be where it was. Maybe the 40 lumens is a low, and then maybe something like 100 lumens is a high mode. That would be kind of neat to see. So overall, I really like this thing, kind of more than I was expecting to. It's super cheap. I believe you can get it for about $20 on Amazon. And going into it, I knew it was going to be super bright. I was like, this is pretty cheap. I've never heard of this company before. So I was kind of iffy. I was kind of iffy on it, to be honest. But it's really won me over. This has a lot of neat little features without being cluttered. It does exactly what it's supposed to do. A backup keychain light does that very well. And it has some nice perks, that being the glow cap and the magnetic tail cap. I think it's definitely worth checking out. Okay guys, so that's my review of the Lumintop Glow I. As always, if you have any suggestions on what gear you want to see me take a look at next, drop it in the comment section below. And if you made it far in this video, maybe subscribe. Have a good day.